It's loading.
Hey, welcome to Lunch Break Live. I'm that snarky vegan girl, and today we have an awesome guest. This is Nicole, MissVranHalen on YouTube. You gotta check her out. She's awesome, and she's gonna make us something amazing today. Look at all this food. Please tell me, what are we gonna make?
We are going to do a twist on a back-to-school lunch. So normally in a back-to-school lunch you have, or just like a work lunch, you usually have a sandwich, you have fruit, and you have something sweet, or at least I have something sweet.
We gotta have something sweet.
Right, so I thought we could not only veganize it, but we could make it Mexican, add lots and lots of flavor, and kind of do something fun for the middle of the day, right?
Woo! Tell me there's gonna be spice.
There's going to be so much
There's
spice.
gonna be
I'm glad
spice.
you said that because it's really spicy, but I love spicy food.
All right,
We have a couple
started.
variations for those of you who don't love spicy. So first off, we're going to start with a sandwich, and this is going to be a Mexican torta, and the only thing you really have to prep is going to be this sauce. So this is going to be a black bean sauce that we're going to be, it's 2 ingredients. You're just going to add some black beans to a blender. Oop, there we go.
All right.
Thank you, assistant.
Yeah.
And so you have 1 can of black beans that's strained, and then we're going to add some fresh salsa. And I do about 2 to 3 tablespoons
Fresh
of this.
salsa.
Yum! And you can make this spicy, you can make this mild, however, whatever you like. It's personal preference.
And you said 2 to 3 tablespoons.
2 to 3, so it's in
Let's
my
do
book that means
3.
3. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So then you're just gonna blend it up.
So we're gonna start on low, bring it on up. It's gonna get loud for 1 second. Here we go. All right, that was easy.
Yeah, super fast. And you can keep this on hand too. Like I put this on potatoes, I put it in salads, like throughout the week. So I make a bunch of this.
Okay.
There we go.
Here, I'll take that.
Thank you very much. And this is kind of, you want it to be like hummus texture. So it's gonna look like this when you get it out of the blender. That'd be great. So this is gonna be basically the glue that holds the sandwich together, but it also adds lots of protein and flavor, of course, because we have the salsa. Thank you very much. Let's scoop some of this out. Make it easy. And this, honestly, with like tortilla chips.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like a delicious
really
bean
good. Yeah, totally. I think that's good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, what's next?
So now that that's done, we're gonna move on to the bread and just start making the sandwiches.
Okay, so
I have some toasted ciabatta
I mean,
bread.
seriously, does this look amazing or what?
Yeah, this is such good bread. And we're gonna do one side with the bean dip.
Okay, you want me to do that?
Sure, and then I can do the other side.
With the avocado?
Sure, and then the other side is gonna be avocado, which is also gonna act as glue. And of course, you know, here we have some fresh avocado. You wanna make sure it's nice and ripe so it's soft and easy to mash for your sandwich. And I always like to make sure that when I'm making a sandwich, both sides have something that kind of holds it all together, especially for a packed lunch, you know?
Yeah, I have a problem sometimes with sandwiches that fall apart while I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly, and they get really messy. Nobody has time for that, you know?
All right.
All right. Okay, so now that we have some glue for our sandwich, you can put some red onions down on the bottom. I like to put those right on top of the beans because it really holds them in place so they don't get too messy. And I just try to chop those very, very thin so you don't get a big, you know, big bite of onion, but you get a lot of flavor with that.
Is that too much onion?
I think that's perfect.
Okay.
That looks good. You've done this before.
I'm learning.
So then we have some tofu, and this is extra firm tofu. And you want to make sure that it's extra firm, and also that you pat it with a paper towel or a cloth so you can make sure there's not a lot of moisture.
Okay, so that gets the water out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what we're going to do is essentially just top it with some sriracha. You said you like spice, right? Yeah.
My favorite part. Make it spicy, baby.
Absolutely. So but if you don't like spicy, you could marinate it with salsa or
Yeah.
just like a less spicy hot sauce, but it's like, go
Come
big
on
or
now,
home,
let's
right?
go big.
It's lunchtime. We need some excitement, right? So all you do is you're going to take, I use about 2, oops, sorry.
It's okay. I love spice. It's like, where does
slices,
the perfume?
right?
Doesn't matter.
2 slices of the tofu, and I can even do this over here so you can see. And we're just going to coat them front and back. And what happens is this marinates while it's in your lunchbox. So,
wow.
Yeah, we're just going to do the other side as well. So I just take that and I put it on the sandwich.
And we're getting compliments on your shirt. Let us eat
thanks.
plants,
Let us
which of
eat
course
plants.
is from vegetarian. Vegetarian.
She's the best.
And we've got actually vegetarian's mom here. She's going to be taste testing this at the end of this recipe.
So we're also going to add some to this side as well.
Oh, yeah.
And sriracha has a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of garlic, so it's really gonna like enhance the flavor a lot and make it, you know, spicy and good. So to finish the sandwich off, we're going to add some greens, and I feel like these are pretty classic with Mexican tortas. So we have some cabbage, some shredded cabbage, and some shredded broccoli. And this is a really good way. I was thinking about getting like how to get kids to eat broccoli.
Yeah.
Shred it and put it on a sandwich. They're not going to know it's broccoli.
Never know.
And it's really good for them. This is going to add a lot of crunch too. So if you want, you can help me with this.
Okay.
And just pile both of these on top.
So I'll go on this side?
Yeah, I think we'll probably both.
What I'd really like when you're done with that, let's get it right into the camera. So before we close the sandwich, we'll see. Or are these open faced?
Oh no, we're
No,
gonna
you're
close
gonna
it
close
up. Yeah. So just pile that on. I like a lot, and then top it with your top.
Oh wow.
There,
Okay.
goes into the camera.
So yeah, let's get that into the camera and see. Somebody just said they're in Ontario and it's their favorite thing of the day is to watch Lunch Break Live.
Tell me, does that not
at
look
that.
amazing? I can't wait to sink my teeth into this.
So good. And another thing that I do that really kicks up the flavor as well, and also adds some vitamin C, is I add a little bit of lime, but I do that right before I eat it. So I pack a little wedge of lime with the sandwich, and right before I eat, I kind of put that all over, and it just amps up the flavor even more.
Well, why don't we just do that one on this one now?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and do that? Absolutely. So we have
Go
some
ahead.
fresh lime here. And this just like really makes a huge difference. So I highly recommend this.
Because I suspect we're going to be eating this
I
pretty
mean,
soon.
yeah. All right.
All right.
And that is it.
You
That's
better
the
cut
sandwich.
that up. There's
Yeah.
no way we're going to eat that in one bite.
Oh,
What
I tried this yesterday to make
You
sure
want me
everything
to
was
cut
perfect,
it?
and I ate the whole thing. It was so good. It was really good.
Ella says,
Cut it in
looks
half.
amazing. Beatrice Roman says,
I feel
whoa.
like I'm gonna mess it up.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
There we go.
All
There
right.
we go. And yeah, a sharp knife, serrated knife, definitely key here.
All right.
There we go.
So-
So want to take a look inside?
We've got 4 plates.
Oh man, this looks so good.
Let's move it toward the camera to see.
There we go.
Wow, that looks good. Tell us again what's in it for those who are joining us. That's one hell of a sandwich, says
Right?
Anna Marie.
So
Anne-Marie.
this is a Mexican torta with some sriracha marinated tofu and a bean dip that we made with salsa and black beans and some avocado and veggies.
So how long have you been vegan?
I've been vegan since last October.
Wow, and
Yeah.
what made you go vegan?
Honestly, it started with health. I started feeling kind of weird when I ate too much animal protein, and the more I learned about it, the more it definitely became about animals and my health, and just like a
It's
win-win.
a win-win,
Yeah,
it's a
and I feel
win-win.
like it's so fun too to make stuff like this, and I feel like it kind of opened up my whole kitchen to all these new possibilities.
Yeah.
Because I try to veganize everything, and I think that's really
It's
fun.
fun.
So fun.
All right, so I think we have a fruit now you wanted.
We
so let me,
do.
I'm going to just put this over on the plate
Perfect.
over here.
Perfect.
Excuse
I'm
me.
just gonna run into the wall while she does that. So yeah, I feel like lunchtime you need to have something refreshing, get some fruit. So we have some watermelon, which I think is really nice to have anytime you have something spicy.
You're going to make it on here. You're going to just put
yeah,
some
actually we
spice
can just
on it, right?
marinate it in the bowl.
Okay.
I'm just going to do 2 ingredients here because when you're packing your lunch, you don't want things to be too complicated, right? So I have chili powder, and I like to use organic chili powder, and some lime, of course. And all you do is just add the lime, and even just watermelon and lime. Have you ever had that combination? It's so good.
And I have fruit with the chili powder and lime all the time. It's like
so
my favorite.
good.
It enhances the fruit so much.
It really does. And I've seen it with salt too, but I don't think you need to add salt. I think just
No,
the chili
no,
powder is perfect. Oh, that's kind of a lot.
The more, the better, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, right? All right, and that is it. And do we have, I can grab a fork over there.
Oh, yeah.
You're just going to stir it around, and again, while this sits in your lunchbox, it's going to add flavor and just become better and better over time.
So we've almost got a full plate here.
Yeah. There we go. Just give you a couple pieces.
Perfect.
It smells so good.
Perfect.
Yum. And
All right.
this is
Let's
the
see
finished
what
product.
what's coming together.
So this is lunch so far.
Wow, that looks good. That looks good.
But I think we've got one more thing,
Now
don't
it's
we?
time for a sweet treat, especially for back to school. I feel like it can be a lot of stress, and maybe you need something sweet to lift your spirits, get you through school.
Can
or
you
work.
show us the finished product? Because I know you made it last night.
I did.
And so show us the finished product, and then Anne-Marie says, I'll be right over. Okay, you're invited. You're invited. What are
These
those?
are Mexican wedding cookies. They are basically a traditional shortbread with some pecans, and then they're dusted with cinnamon and powdered sugar.
Oh,
And there's
yum.
no egg and no dairy.
There's no egg, there's no dairy. No, of course they're vegan.
Yeah.
So these are actually very simple. And again, this is something you can make the night before and have on hand for when you're just packing lunch and throw them in there. So all we're gonna do is we have some vegan butter. This is half a cup of vegan butter. And you want it, see how it's kind of softened like that? You want it to be soft. And you know what? I forgot a spatula.
Oh, spatula.
We're just gonna add that to the bowl.
I don't know if I have it.
Or a wooden spoon.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be perfect. There we go. And I might have you eat a mixer. if
Oh,
you
I'd love to
mind.
mix.
So we're gonna just kind of smooth out the butter, and then we have about this is 2/3 of a cup of sugar. If you don't want to use this kind of sugar, you can use a sugar alternative, or you could use coconut sugar, something that's not processed. But you're gonna go ahead and just cream that in with the butter, and that's gonna get really like.
For those who, for some reason, there's a question, can't eat the beans,
Uh-huh.
what could you substitute for the beans?
Ooh, probably lentils. If you can eat lentils, they would probably have a similar
Similar
texture.
All right, back
I
to
would
this
try that.
recipe.
All right.
So that's perfect. And then we're gonna go ahead and add some flour. Now you can do this totally gluten-free if you like by using coconut flour. I have a mix here of coconut flour and regular flour, and it is 2/3 of a cup of each. So we're just gonna add that in and smooth it all out. And this is really good, again, to do with kids because kids really like being able to add and being able to stir and I don't know.
Sneak the dough.
Yeah, and it's vegan, so you can eat the dough.
Yeah.
That's the best part about making vegan cookies.
I actually love to eat the dough. It's like,
the
forget the
best
cookies,
part.
just give me the dough.
No, I'm the exact same way.
Quentin wants to know, where is Tux? Tux is floating around somewhere, hiding. We could show you, should we show the studio audience?
I think so.
Yeah, let's show the studio audience. I don't know if we can do it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to make an attempt. Here we
I
go,
want you
to
to
show
see
the
that.
studio audience.
Okay.
There is the studio audience right there. Our two dogs, 2 of 3. The other one is sleeping. Now we're going to go very quietly
They're
back to
unamused
this.
by our lunch preparation.
They are totally uninterested in your lunch preparation.
So we are going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder.
Okay.
And just put that in like that. You can also mix it together with the flour if you prefer. And also some cinnamon. I put cinnamon on absolutely
So do
everything I
I.
possibly can.
So
Okay,
do
good.
I.
We both like spicy, we both like cinnamon.
Yes.
I like it. So this is going to be a teaspoon as well. It just adds a bit more flavor. And
This
while
is so fast.
yeah. And while you do that, I have 2 tablespoons of water here. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. And ground flaxseed is actually going to replace the egg in the cookies, so you don't need to use eggs. This will help bind it and keep everything together. And this just kind of becomes like a little jelly, which is really crazy.
Oh, this smells so good.
Cinnamon cookie dough, right?
Can I just taste it?
Yeah, absolutely. Taste test. Okay.
You can eat it because it's vegan.
Because it's vegan.
Okay.
So we're just going to stir this together, and it becomes really thick and it becomes like a paste. And then you can use it in any baked good that you have. So we're going to add this in. I use 1 tablespoon.
Says, ladies, are the recipes documented anywhere so we can view later? Yes. In fact, we have somebody right here noting and writing down the recipe. And I'll show you. We're going to show Lisa Carlin in the corner. She is writing the recipes because her job as volunteer co-executive producer is to write all these recipes down and post them on YouTube on our Jane Unchained Facebook, our Lunch Break Live YouTube channel. So if you go to hashtag Lunch Break Live, you're going to start seeing all of these videos with the written recipes on there, and that's what we're doing.
Was that vanilla?
Now,
That was
Maya
vanilla.
says, I use flaxseed for everything. Very good alternative for eggs.
Yeah, I agree. So we just added 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. It's going to give it, more flavor. And the last ingredient is some chopped pecans, and you want to make them pretty finely chopped. I even sometimes just put them in my NutriBullet, which is like my favorite machine ever. And it just kind of makes them really, really fine, and you don't have to waste your time chopping.
So do me a favor, just recap everything that's in that bowl, and they're making the cookies that you see on the left side of your screen.
Yeah. Okay, so we have earth balance, we have some sugar, some coconut flour, some regular flour, but you can use any type of gluten-free flour that you like if you want to keep it all gluten-free. Then we have cinnamon, baking powder, and vanilla with some chopped pecans, and that's it. It looks like this, and you can smell it, right?
Yeah,
it's like the
it
best
smells
smell.
amazing.
Now I have a really good little trick that I actually learned on accident while I was moving. I didn't have a cookie sheet, and I really wanted to make snickerdoodles, vegan snickerdoodles.
Oh,
So I had a muffin tin, and so I was like, well, that'll work, right? And it ended up being amazing.
Perfect.
Because what it does is it kind of contains them, and it really gets like a nice thick cookie, so they stay really moist inside. And now I only make cookies in cookie tins.
Do you need a
two
spoon?
One here. So any of you who like, because you can see these cookies are pretty thick, and I really like that with like kind of a shortbread cookie, so use a muffin tin.
So we're going to fill the muffin tin?
Muffin tin? Absolutely. So you're going to do like 1 big tablespoon. There we go. And then I just kind of also like push it down.
Flatten it?
Yeah. Just like that. There we go.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I get so excited when I do that.
So then after we have the muffins filled,
Yes. Then you're gonna bake them at 350 for only about like 8 minutes, because
Really?
again, because they're vegan, 8 to 10 minutes. You have to kind of, it depends on your oven, but because they're vegan, there's really not a lot that you need to cook. You just want them to kind of bind together and get crispy. Absolutely. So yeah, just 8 to 10 minutes, and that way they stay nice and soft. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that there you go. There, just push that toward the camera so we can see that. We can see what you're doing.
The before.
That's the
You wanna
before,
push it
and
down
that's
like
the
this.
after.
The after. So when
And
they come out,
I have to use every ounce of willpower not to grab one of those cookies.
coming from
So
behind
let's
the
All
camera.
right, let's do a taste
wait,
test.
let's put one on the plate to finish off the plate quickly.
There we go.
There we go.
And that is
Woo!
Look at this plate.
All right, let's see that plate. Let's
is
see
the
that
lunch.
plate. Let's see that plate. Fantastic. All right, Lisa Carlin, come on in and take a taste. We're going to have half a sandwich.
Hi,
And
everybody.
I'm going to have half a sandwich.
All right.
And then we're going to taste
All
it
right.
and say,
Great
hasta
job.
la vista.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Okay, here we go.
Hard to do on here.
Woo!
It's gonna be a little
Whoa,
bit
look at
messy.
that.
Mmm.
What do we think? It's a bit spicy.
Mmm.
Look how colorful. I love that color. Do you like it?
Mmm. Oh, my God. Wow.
Aww.
So good.
Woohoo.
So fantastic. You're right
you.
there.
So,
Tell us what you are on social media.
okay, so you can find me on YouTube. It's MissVranHalen, kind of like Van Halen, but VranHalen. And that's my social media everywhere. I'm on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all of it. So
Wonderful. This
All
was
right.
fun.
thanks for having me. I hope
Donna,
you guys try
yes.
it. If you have
Sarah,
questions,
we
let
look
us know.
together. You can
gotta
take a
try
bite.
it.
All right.
What do you think? Good?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You get that crunch from the slaw. Good
The
stuff.
sriracha.
The sriracha.
Mm.
And that
So
flavor
good.
only just gets better as it kind of sits and marinates in the tofu. You like it?
I
So
love it.
amazing.
So good.
So amazing. You are
Oh,
a
honey.
genius.
You gotta try this.
Try the
All right,
cookie.
hold on. One
What is
bite
your
of the
favorite
cookie.
part?
But I gotta tell you, that sandwich is
It's
so
so
delicious. Mmm.
Good cookie. And you see what I mean about that thickness from the
Mm.
muffin tin?
Oh my gosh.
Good?
Mmm.
Oh, we didn't mention, when they come out of the oven, you're going to dust them with some powdered sugar.
Oh, dusted with powdered
yeah,
sugar.
that'll be in the recipe.
Oh my gosh. Wow, this is a feast. You know, Labor Day, great for a Labor Day party.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Do all this. Remember, you can have a great time, make incredible dishes. You don't have to tell anybody it's vegan if they're hung up on a word. All you have to do is give them the food and to ask them if they like it. And I'm telling you, they're going to rave. So thank you for joining us. And what we're going to do
See you
is...
next time. Oh, should we mention the outrageous?
Yeah, we will do that. Just...
Quickly, if you go to outrageousseries.com, there's a video episode of Jane and I. You can find out a little bit about the background of how Jane Unchained and that snarky vegan girl came together, and it's really fun, so check it out.
Thank you. Until next time.
Bye, guys.
Woo!
Thanks for watching. at all this food. Look at all the cookie dough we have.
So good.